Brett Dawson here at the Toyota Center in Houston. I'm dodging forklifts and I'm trying to give you the story of the Thunder's maybe biggest win of the season. 108-102, OKC beats the Rockets here in Houston. A tremendous road win and a game that, you know, had the Thunder lost, things were going to look bleak for its playoff hopes. Not eliminated, certainly, but would have needed to win its last two games, win a game in Miami and win a game at home against the Memphis Grizzlies. Doable, certainly, but the Thunder would have fallen into ninth with a loss tonight. Instead, they get an enormous road win. They did it with defense, and they did it with Russell Westbrook's defense in particular. Westbrook was spectacular in the fourth quarter. It wasn't just the way he guarded very aggressively up on the ball, but who he was guarding. He insisted on the matchup against James Harden down the stretch, did a great job. Harden was 1 for 5 in the fourth quarter. The presumptive MVP and Westbrook really dogged him coming down the stretch. A fourth quarter that the Thunder really dominated defensively, and that was on the strength of Westbrook playing really well defensively. Paul George was pretty locked in and made some key plays. And then not just really good defense in the front court, but a really good decision by Billy Donovan, a risky one. He opts for Jeremy Grant over Steven Adams. Grant plays all 12 minutes of the fourth. Adams doesn't play at all. What Donovan wanted was that kind of switchiness that Grant provides, and that was really effective. Billy felt like you know, the Rockets aren't a team that's really going to feed Clint Capella in the post. He's more of a roll man. Grant matches up pretty well with that. Probably better than Adams in a lot of ways. So they felt very comfortable with Grant there. He had a key offensive rebound. You know, no blocks in the fourth, though he was protecting the rim most of the night. But he was really active defensively, contributed to a really good all-around defensive performance. And he wasn't the only guy. I mentioned Westbrook and George. Carmelo Anthony made some plays defensively. And Alex Abrines, who's known as a shooter, really wasn't shooting the ball well. He made one shot tonight in 8 attempts. That was a layup and one off a feed from George. Didn't get any three-pointers to go. He was 0 for 7. But he was really an active participant defensively. Said that's something that he hopes, you know, the coaching staff can take away from this game, that he can help them down these final couple of games and into the playoffs. The Thunder was good offensively tonight, got things going early, went through some stretches where things didn't really click. Paul George had some struggles again, missed a couple of key shots, including in the 11-0 run that sort of got the Thunder in control of the game. Didn't last, that control of the game. The Rockets made it interesting again, but a key stretch there. Paul George had a three-pointer in the air that looked good, that would have made a huge difference in play, where Westbrook kind of trusting George by kicking out to him rather than driving to the rim. Didn't work out, but you saw a lot of that tonight from the Thunder. You saw a lot of trust in other guys. You know, they got Corey Brewer some open looks from three. He didn't make them, but they kept finding him in the corner. You know, as Carmelo Anthony said, it was just the most sort of dialed in and in terms of their communication at both ends of the floor. He felt like they had been all year. Really important win for OKC, as we said. Now one more win, and they're in the playoffs. And you'd like to get a couple of wins. You'd like to start playing for a seed. But you're not at least backed into this corner where you got to win your last two games to get into the playoffs, where you have to win a game in Miami, or if you don't, you got to sweat out some help from other people. Because look, the other teams that are fighting for spots in the West are playing really, really well coming down the stretch. We hadn't seen that from the Thunder. But they do it tonight. They really, really locked in defensively. Just a great all-around performance. We've seen this before. 6-3 now against the Rockets, Warriors, and Raptors, the top three teams in the league. Nobody has a better record. So we've seen the Thunder do these things sometimes against these high-level teams. Now, Billy Donovan said after the game, the challenge is, can you back this up? Can you go to Miami, get a win there, and start to really position yourself for a playoff run as opposed to just get in? It's going to be an interesting thing to see. The Thunder left tonight. They'll practice in Miami tomorrow and play on Monday. Back in Oklahoma City for the season finale on Wednesday. We'll have a whole lot to talk about between now and then. Here's some post-game video from Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Steven Adams, Alex Abrines, and Billy Donovan.